Okay, we're on.
Okay, welcome everybody. If you please just stand and join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Joanne, roll call, please.
Dr. Bloom?
Here.
Brittany Bolt?
Here.
Jennifer Coleman?
Here.
Greg Bernard?
Here.
Erin Shapia?
Here.
Jay Erickson is excused. Mark Friedman?
Here.
Okay, first item on the agenda is John Ruffler, 270 North Quaker Hill Road, further discussion, two-lot subdivision. As you all know, we had a public hearing on January 5th this year. We closed the verbal portion of the public hearing, left the written one open. Meanwhile, we did receive, everybody should have received a letter from Patrick Clary, one resident that had some concerns. Ron, did you want to go over your memo and?
Ron, you can move that mic from there, right there.
There it is, okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, as the board's aware, the project's been before the planning board for some time. Initially, you've made declared the project type 2 action pursuant to SECR to conclude your environmental responsibilities. Board's already conducted a site inspection, and there's been a public hearing. So you're now ready to further deliberate on the project. There is a letter that's come in for the board to consider, and I think just tonight the applicant's consultant has delivered a response letter to that and a revised plan to address issues that were raised. But if the board is so disposed, you may want to turn it over to the applicant's engineer to respond to.
Sure, John.
Evening all. So to Ron's point, we received that letter Friday afternoon and took off after it and found some responses. First and foremost, I'll just go through the letter, I guess, in
Sure.
order of events. There was a typo on the plans. We had this activity for suite contents, and there's usually a background that asks about what the project is. And I overlooked it, but there was a typo in there that had referenced an apartment from a previous project. So there is no apartment on this project. It's just a two-lot subdivision with a single-family residence. So we amended that. You guys got sets of plans. Ron's got a set of plans. So that one is addressed. Like to say these things don't happen, but the digital world we live in. Sorry about that. Going down the list, the next item, I guess there was a question regarding an undefined swale. West of our project entrance, downhill, there's, again, I gotta bring this back over here. There's a depression in this area that the county's used as a de facto swale. It's where water runs off from the road currently, has and always will. Goes down across our client's property, probably across Mr. Clary's property somewhere to the south, and then on to Heller Brook. So we looked at it, we saw where it was. We also understand that our project, our driveway, is to the east of that, and all of our drainage from that is not going towards that swale. Everything is coming back in onto the property, headed in a different direction. So with that understanding, while that swale is there, it doesn't, we're not impacting that swale at all, nor are we bringing any additional runoff to that swale. When we were out there with the county, we looked at that and we made clear that to him that we were going to stay east of that swale, just so we didn't have to deal with the steep slopes surrounding it. And he agreed and thought it was a good idea. So we'll come back to DPW comments in a little bit. There was another question regarding item 17 on the EAF. Question 17 of the EAF is really referring to the proposed action. And again, this proposed project will not direct stormwater discharges directly to Mr. Clary's property. As indicated in his letter, stormwater is currently being discharged there, but it's from that roadside swale, not from us. Anything we have is internal to the property and or being treated through one of our stormwater measurements. Further, we can say, you'll see all this in my letter, It's a single-family residence, minimal grading. There's really not going to be any increase in runoff intensity. In fact, there will be no increase in runoff intensity from pre-development to post-development, just because the size of the disturbance, the distance it travels, and the material it's traveling through will prevent any additional concentrations of runoff. In fact, post-development is probably improved because we're capturing the area of the roof in all storm events. We're forcing it through an infiltrator system. Infiltrator system that was designed far beyond what we need to design for at this current point with the state health or the state stormwater regulations. So I think with what we've done to avoid development on steep slopes, retaining walls to minimize grading, the driveways at grade with the contours of the land, we've really done a lot to try to make sure that this isn't going to be a project that's discharging untold, runoff down over the hill into the stream or onto adjacent properties. So, and again, that's all written in my letter here. There was a question about a game trail. And all I can say is if the game trail is parallel to the drainage swale, there's going to be no impact to it, as it's well beyond where we're going to be working. We're out in the middle of the lawn, the driveway. There's a significant wooded area to the west of our development that's going to remain untouched, some 240 feet before we get to the property line. So if there's a game trail in there, it's still in there and it will always be there. Next comment was regarding any trees that were removed. So a few years ago, our client went about cleaning up his property, secured an environmental permit from the town, spring of 2024, to clear dead trees, branches, clean up the frontage of the property, along with some other stuff on the other side of his property. So what he's left with, and you guys all saw, was just clean, nice woods. There's no real proposed tree removals except for the two that are one next to the house and one potentially next to the septic that was damaged during previous storm events. But other than that, there's absolutely no trees that are going to be removed to the west beyond the lawn. So that was it for that. There's a question about the proposed, the semi-rural character of the neighborhood. The proposed lot's larger than most of the lots in and around it. It's 7.2 acres, 7.4 acres. There's an awful lot of buffer associated with that. Again, several hundred feet in all directions. What's currently open now is what's going to be open tomorrow. What's wooded today is what's going to be wooded tomorrow. There's no real plans for developing anything beyond what we see there. So I think the current buffer is pretty much all you need. Looked at a question about proposed setbacks for the zoning district. We're in compliance with it. Our driveway is 216 feet approximately east of the property line with Clary's. There's no trees to remove in the buffer to construct the driveway. There's no reason to create a non-disturbance area to our west. It's by default there through contours, and there's no proposed development there. I'm sure in the future, if the future owner wanted to do something, he would have to come back before the board and secure an environmental permit to do any sort of work there, at which time it would be addressed. So that's about it for that one. North Quaker Hill Road, as you know, is a county road. Dutchess County DPW was out with us at a site visit. We walked the lines together. We did the sight line measurements together. It's currently being reviewed by the county, and once we have the permit in hand, we'll gladly forward it on to you guys. But there's going to be no need for sightline easements with the project. Everything was as it is out in the field. And I will say, just as an aside, there are no posted speed limits on the road. I know that's kicking an old horse or dog, but the de facto speed limit there is somewhat less than what the posted limit is. And the guy from the county, took that into account when he was looking at our sightline distances, but said we met what he needed. So I think we're okay. Next comment was related to steep slopes, and we've done our best to, again, minimize disturbances and avoid the steep slopes. The project's certainly not located on any severe grades. In fact, it avoids them. As I mentioned before, the driveway's on contour with minor grades, start to finish. Retaining walls are there to minimize the grading and any unnecessary disturbances. The roof runoff is managed by that infiltrator system. So, roof reduction is achieved through the grass areas, the thick wooded buffers, and in the big picture of things, it's a very small disturbance for a very large area. And the fact that we've got such a long fetch of established grass and then really heavily wooded area, it's the best protection you could possibly have for the stream down below us. So I think what we've developed and designed for this property is going to fit, and it's going to keep everything healthy down at Hill and Brook. So lastly, I looked into the covenants and the restrictions and the deeds. There are none, to our knowledge. Nothing on paper, nothing written. So that's about all I have for you for responses. I did include stormwater calculations from the last time. I usually don't hand these down unless we're doing a full SWIP, but since there was a question about some of the stormwater stuff, I felt it important to give these to you. So Ron's got a copy of it.
Okay, great.
And again, the design calcs called for, we'll say 3 units, under 3 units. I put an extra in, and that was on an enhanced basis, just again, reflecting on what the slopes are and how it's best to manage stormwater on a steeper slope like this. So it should be it.
Jesus, I forgot to call you back on my meeting, okay?
Okay,
Yes, if you guys got any questions for me.
yeah, we'll just go around the horn. Jen, any questions for John regarding,
Where the pipe goes, you're digging a trench and you're running a pipe into a retention pond or what?
No, so off the back corner of the house, there's going to be infiltrators, and that's going to capture the roof runoff. So anything that's running instead of hitting a gutter and taking off is going to go into an infiltrator system.
So what happens with the water that goes diverted onto the driveway, the existing drive? Yeah.
The way the driveway's pitched, it's actually low point is in the center, right? But the driveway all along is cross pitched. So at any given time, instead of the water collecting and running 300 feet down a driveway, which that's where you start dealing with erosive velocity and volume, it's sheet flowing everywhere. And immediately, so I've got maybe 12 feet of concentrated water on blacktop, and then I'm into grass. So that concentration, that delta of time, little tiny bit versus that entire distance, it's almost incalculable what the difference is. If we were concentrating it, like some of the other driveways are more in a north to south fashion that goes straight down the hill, those are the ones you have to worry about, because even though you're trying to dissuade the water from going somewhere, it's heading south and it's just collecting more and more water and velocity the whole time.
Well, what was Mr. Crowley's concern about the water? He said it's east of that, you know, why would that?
Right, so there's an existing swale out here that's
Right.
west of our project. The county discharges their runoff from the road onto that, and it meanders in its way down into the back corner of his property. So everything we're doing isn't adding to that flow. We're going back this way towards the I guess, southeast, and then bringing the water back into this area, back into the heavy woods and the grass. So again, the only thing that could possibly agitate the stormwater here would be the driveway, but the way I've designed it, I don't let the water concentrate. It's immediately just sheet flowing and discharging right into the grass.
Okay.
So you're back to pre-development in a heartbeat. And, you know, even a heavier storm, it's really, there's not gonna be a significant thing, because I don't have a watershed above me, really. The county road effectively cuts off anything that could be coming down the hill at us, because there's a pretty decent berm between the county road and us. And in fact, where our driveway is, we're not gonna let any water in our driveway off the county road either. It's just gonna keep going along its path. So our watershed, we're at the top of our watershed, in other words. And so in that understanding, it's real easy to dissuade any water from concentrating and causing problems.
Okay.
good, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have any other questions?
I'm looking at the driveway profile. Where exactly is the swale here? Should be here?
So when you say swale, the swale at the county road?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
would be like.
it's right at .0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Gotcha.
it's not clearly shown because it's like a cross slope, but if you see it on here, you can see the water just, the way it's pitched, it just keeps right on going right past us. And our water's doing the same thing. There's probably about 6-inch elevation change to get into our driveway, just to make sure the county road's water stays where it belongs and our water stays where it belongs.
Gotcha. And then the existing game trail, whereabouts is that?
Again,
Do you
the
know?
The swale, the contours in the swale go down this way. I can only assume it's somewhere down in that region. We never saw anything out here in the open lawn. It's a wide open lawn. we're not going past it anywhere, so.
Okay.
The assumption is that it's in that 200 and something foot corridor there, which goes from the Hills Book in the back to the other. I have a different scale of the view. I just brought this one along because of the question about the apartment. Big picture one.
Sorry.
Again, here's your soil and your wetland, and, you know, there's it's so subtle on this, it doesn't even pick up really on the tiny topo, but it's down and it's going out into this area, so I assume that trailer is back of that corner.
That's all I had.
Okay. Mark? Good?
I think I'm good, thank you.
Greg? Good. Good, I'm good too. Sarah, Ron, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I think, recognizing the board only saw the comment letter from the adjoiner the end of last week. I had intentions of going out to visit the property to understand the issues raised, but with the multi-day snow over this prior weekend, I wasn't able to get there. But now having the design engineer's comment letter as well, I wonder if the board would mind if I go out there just to confirm the issues raised and the intended responses given by the design engineer that you could just have for the record, and that might put everything to bed.
Sure. I don't have a problem with that. Does anybody else have a problem with that, Ron? Dick?
I like that idea.
No.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'll make a motion to close the written portion of the public hearing.
All right, a second.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Will closing the written portion make it so it's Mr. Clowery won't be able to submit or respond to the actions done today, or
Correct,
the
yeah.
discussion today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say I would like to maybe suggest not closing it, leaving it open so that he may raise any concerns from
Okay.
discussion today.
All right, so right now we're in the middle of a motion.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
either we can fail the motion, or we could, well, if, that's up to you guys, so let's
I
take a
think
vote.
she- I
Let's
think
still-
she-
let's wait a second.
Yeah.
Who's in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye, one aye.
I'm in favor of it.
I'm in favor of it, that's three. And opposed would be Brittany, Jen,
I'm opposed.
I'm opposed.
so it's 3 against 3, so that's a tie.
Sorry.
Sarah, what did you suggest?
So that means that the motion failed.
Okay. Okay, so motion failed. All right, so now Brittany, you can make a motion to, if you would like, make a motion to extend the written portion of the public hearing.
Okay, let me see.
Just say you should pick a date certain.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
with a
looking
date.
at the calendar.
I think it's February 1st.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll make a motion to keep the written portion.
No, it's February 2nd, sorry.
No, you're okay. I'll make a motion to keep the written portion of the public hearing open until February the 2nd, 2026.
Second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Doc Bloom. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So now we change, Mark, you said aye?
I changed, yeah.
Okay.
I said aye.
Okay, and I'll change my vote to aye as well. Greg, are you you
Yeah,
still
go, whatever.
giving in?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so there we go. So now the written portion's open until February, the written portion's open until February
The second.
2nd. Okay, great.
Are you gonna ask for a resolution, or you're not gonna ask for a resolution?
Well, he's gonna go out.
You'll have our response by the end of this week,
Okay.
so just so you understand.
All right, so we'll wait for Ron's response, and then we'll put you on in February 2nd.
Planning board meeting.
Okay.
And
Yeah, but does that mean that the written portion is closed February 2nd automatically?
no, you have to make a motion.
We're gonna be here.
Exactly.
We're gonna be here.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, is there anything else? John, you good? Good. Okay, Mr. Ruffler?
All set, thank you.
Clary? All right, second item on the,
Lowry wants to come in to get the new materials, let me know.
I can make an appointment with you, right? Correct.
Yeah, if you want to get it tomorrow morning, that would be fine.
Actually, I could probably do that, yeah.
Great, thank you.
okay, thank you. Second item on the agenda, approval of minutes for November 3rd, December 1st, and January 5th, 2026. Is there anybody that read the minutes?
Yes.
Read them.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for November 3rd, 2025, December 1st, 2025, and January 5th, 2026.
Second?
I'll second.
Second by Jen. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carried. New business. We have a new attorney, Sarah Ryan from Vanderwater and Vanderwater law firm. Welcome to the board, Sarah.
Thank you. Looking forward to working with everyone.
Yes, looking forward to working with you as well. And I'm told you have an update from Tremson for us.
Yes, so if the board would consider moving into an attorney-client session or an executive session.
Sure. All right, so I'll make a motion that we move into an executive session to discuss pending litigation. Second? Second by Jen. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Should I turn off the?
We're gonna move.
Just turn
Why don't we
off
stay
the,
here
mic.
We got 4 people here,
Yeah, we
right?
can let them go home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
You
home.
leave it on. Usually they leave it on for. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna turn off the mic while we go into.
Are we going into the conference room?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Conference room.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Good night.
Any questions?
Yep, yeah, no, I'll bother you.
We can answer.
Yeah, it's blowing right out behind you. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, we're sitting back down.
Yeah, we have to make a motion to come back in.
Are we all here?
Oh, here, and we're back on air.
We're back on air? All right, so I'll make the motion to come out of executive session and advise that there was no decisions made during the executive session. I have a second.
Second.
Second by Greg. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. And a motion to adjourn. Oh, does anybody else have anything for new business? Nothing? Quiet. It's quiet first beginning of the year. We haven't even done one resolution yet, right?
Right.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right, second to adjourn?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Good.
Well, Sarah, thank God you came tonight. Solve the world's problems.
Introduce myself.
One article at a time.
That's good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Honestly, I